Welcome into the Set It Off Network. I am your host, Michael Setitall, and we have a huge game preview for you today. It is rivalry week, so we love this time of the year. It is the holidays. It's football on Monday through Sunday. It doesn't get much better than this. And it doesn't get much better than this channel, right? The Set It Off Network. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That's all I'm going to ask, is just make sure you're subscribed. Today's game preview, a lot of you guys know, big LSU guy here, and this has not been a great year. But we are going to preview LSU hitting the road to take on Oklahoma. And I'm going to try to be as real as I can on this preview. There will be no bias here. It might be like a little reverse bias because it's bad. It's bad down in Baton Rouge right now, coming off a 13-point performance against Western Kentucky. LSU really is limping. LSU is limping into this game. They're 7-4, 3-4 in the SEC, and they take on a Oklahoma team that is fighting for their playoff lives. Sitting here at 9-2, one win away from pretty much clinching their spot in the college football playoff. A lot on the line for the Oklahoma Sooners. They get this game at home right now. The line at 10.5 feels a little low to me. Not gonna lie. LSU's defense is legit. All right, LSU's defense is legit. They shut down a really good Western Kentucky team. They shut down a really good Arkansas offense in the second half. And, they've kind of done their thing all year, right? We all know kind of what it is at this point. If you're an LSU fan and you're watching this, you know. Your concern is not on the football season anymore. Your concern is on who the next football coach at LSU is going to be. But from the Oklahoma side, like I said, huge game for this Oklahoma program. Brent Venables looking for his first college football playoff appearance as the coach of Oklahoma. Really, once they got that Alabama win, it was all sails ahead for Oklahoma. They went out there and they kind of dominated Missouri for, defensively. 17-6 win wasn't very pretty, but good enough to get the job done, right? You only give up 6 points to a very good Missouri team that can run the football. But the good news, if you're an LSU fan and you're watching this, Oklahoma super good at stopping the run, right? LSU super terrible at running the football. Usually does not choose to run the football. Michael Van Buren threw the ball 40 plus times against Western Kentucky the other night, even though this coaching staff said they were going to commit to running the football against the 102nd worst run defense in Western Kentucky. Well, they didn't really commit to it. They threw the ball 42 times, and it was bad. Like I said, offensive line for LSU is terrible. Quarterback play hasn't been very great. Receivers drop passes. It's not good offensively. The total for this game is 38.5 right now. This game is at 3:30 on ABC on Saturday. So it's going to be a day game. It's turned into a night game. John Mateer hasn't been playing extremely well, but it's been playing well enough, right? The whole point behind Oklahoma, I think, this year has been just don't make mistakes. Let other people make mistakes for you. And they've done that to perfection. In the games they lost, they made a ton of mistakes. In the games that they won, the opponents made a ton of mistakes. And at some point, we got to give credit where credit is due. Brent Venables' defense, very good at forcing turnovers, confusing quarterbacks. If Garrett Nussmeier can't go for LSU, it's going to be a rough game. I've been thinking about this game ever since the Western Kentucky game, and I don't know how LSU scores a touchdown. If you're watching this and you are an LSU fan, be honest with me right now. How in the world does LSU score a touchdown against this Oklahoma defense? You think LSU's offense is better than Missouri's? No. Oklahoma's defense is legit, and they are going to suffocate you for 4 quarters. Even before the Western Kentucky game, there was a little part of me was well, LSU's playing with house money. They're playing better. They play harder. They were able to move the ball against Arkansas, but let's be honest here. You have yet to score 25 points in a game against an FBS opponent. You scored 13 points last night against Western Kentucky. You scored 23-ish, I think. What was it? 23 against Arkansas. Um, and that's the worst defense that you're going to play all season long. And you scored 23. Um, so not great. Not the vibes aren't good going into this game. I'm going to be at this game though. So if you're an Oklahoma fan and you're watching this, leave a comment. Let me know where I should go in Norman, Oklahoma this week. I'm going to be there majority of the week, but the game, not necessarily looking forward to it as much as I was like 4 months ago. But that's the thing when you play things in advance, you kind of get stuck in these situations. But here we are. We're gonna make the most out of it. We're gonna make the most out of it. But from the Oklahoma side, I really want to give credit where credit's due. Like this Oklahoma team, like I said, they don't make anything look pretty. Like offensively, their fan base is probably just as frustrated as LSU's. Like obviously not to the extremes because LSU has 4 losses, but Oklahoma's offense has not been great. Like they scored 33 against Tennessee. They were actually able to score a little bit against Ole Miss as well. But against Alabama, they weren't really able to do much. They had a pick 6 in that football game. They had a ton of turnovers in the Tennessee game as well. That gave them really good field position. And then the Missouri game, and they hit that 80-plus yard pass, but before that, they had like negative yards. Like it was bad. Like it was not a good performance. But I mean, I just don't see a world where LSU wins this football game, guys. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I am a huge LSU fan. Like, legit. Like, I bled purple and gold my whole life, but it is so real now. It is like, how in the world is LSU going to win this football game? And it's like, it's going to take like a special teams defensive score because you're not going out there and scoring 3 touchdowns offensively. Like, it's not happening. I feel like if you told me, hey, if you can score 21, you could win this game. But how in the world LSU scores 21? I don't know. So the vibes are pretty down for that side of the ball. But let's talk about the defense because the defense is awesome. And it's kind of one of those things where what if I would have told you, 4 months ago that LSU would rank top 20 in pretty much every defensive category this season? What would you have told me? You said, well, where do we buy our playoff tickets at? Right? Because I would have said the same thing. But that is not how it went at all. And it is kind of crazy how we have watched the slow decline and the magic that happened over the offseason to what it is now. Because last year, this offense was really good. Like, this offense was top 40 in the nation. Like, everybody wants to crap on Joe Sloan, but, like, this offense was actually really good. Now, you couldn't run the ball, and the offensive line couldn't run block, but that was it. Like, you could throw the ball. Like, you could pass protect with those 2 tackles. This offensive line is terrible. You have guys out, but the guys that are out didn't make much of an impact either. But the guys behind them, dang sure ain't making no impact, and it's rough. It's rough. I got a feeling Oklahoma's going to win this game, and Oklahoma's going to win this game pretty convincingly. It might not look like it on the scoreboard. I'm going to say Oklahoma wins this game 20-6. So I'm taking Oklahoma to win, taking Oklahoma to cover. I just think Oklahoma's motivated, man. And it's like, I understand, like, LSU's going to be motivated. Frank Wilson is, like, extreme motivator. Like, I'm not saying LSU's not going to go into this game, like, ready to play. But it's like Oklahoma is playing for it all. So if they don't come in locked in, focused on this football game, and they lose, like, this is going to be a disastrous loss for Brent Venables. And I just think Oklahoma's going to get it done. So I'm saying 20-6. 20-6 is going to be a 14-point game, 2 touchdowns. I don't see LSU scoring a offensive touchdown. Maybe they get a defensive touchdown late in the game or something like that to kind of keep them in it. But, man, it's bad. It's bad if you're an LSU fan. But you know what's not bad? The Set It Off Network, man. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're following us on all the socials, on the Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of that stuff. Because we are dropping game previews all week. And if you're watching this one, it probably means you haven't seen any of the other ones, or maybe you have. And if you have, thank you. Make sure you like this video. Comment below how you're feeling. God, if you're an LSU fan, let me know. let me know how you are feeling right now, because it is not a great feeling of confidence over here in this household. But we charge on. And hopefully, you guys have a great Thanksgiving weekend, despite what happens in the football game. Enjoy friends, family, Thanksgiving, all of that good stuff. Enjoy football on all weekend long. Like, that's the best part about this week, honestly, is that there's football on every single day. And it's like quality football, not like Maction. No offense to them boys on Tuesday nights. But thank you guys for watching. We will catch you guys next time. Hope you have a happy holidays. And we'll see you on the flip side when college football playoff talk rolls around.